This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. There's the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Walters. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. You'll recall the last time they played, it was the Crimson Tide making just enough plays, Kirk, to pull out a close victory.
And, Chris, let's face it, that's what the Iron Bowl is supposed to be about. No matter who wins the game, it's always a lot of fun when it comes down to the final few minutes. I got a feeling it's going to be like that again today.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They'll kick it away here. This one will be fair caught. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Toss it to the back, running left. Running with purpose. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And there's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marking, inches away.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. There's such a living history to this rivalry game, Kirk. They began playing back in 1893, and so many dramatic chapters since then.
You know, growing up in the Big Ten region, I always had an appreciation for the Iron Bowl, watching Auburn and Alabama every year. But really, it wasn't until 1996, my first year on College Game Day, when you and I were down there. Watched it firsthand. It was my first experience in seeing it. And there's just nothing like watching Auburn and Alabama in person.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. Here's the handoff when the Jets sweep. Gets some space around the 30. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team, because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And the point after was good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Breaks loose at the 45. And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. 7, Alabama, 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the quarterback keeps it here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. This try is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head for a kicker.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Claiborne. Caught. Completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launches downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Tied. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Ball handed off. Here's a jet sweep. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yes, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
To the air, it's Claiborne. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Makes the grab down to the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to field it. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Spinning out of the tackle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Trying to find room. It's Jennings. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Fires it on the move. He's got his man in the open field. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, kind of have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Dropping back, it's Claiborne. He's moving out of the pocket now, running through the tackle. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Off target and incomplete.
Incomplete on the strike. It leads to 2nd down.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a handoff. Fights off a defender. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Claiborne. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They go with a direct snap. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And now the handoff. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
When the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. It's decent yardage on that return.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First down, looking to throw the football. Let's it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. The 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The tackle on the PAT, it's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner choosing to field this one. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Hand off to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Now, a 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick is short, and now he's going to try to make something happen here.
Oh, came so close here. I'll tell you, it's a great job here by the head coach having the return team out there on the field. Just in case this field goal was short, they had a guy back and a chance to return it for big yards. They got the big yards, just not quite able to take it to the house.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Jennings. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He shreds the tackle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That roughing the passer gives the offense a 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Looking for his back. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick grab.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
21.
Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over. First and 10.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's Claiborne. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking free at midfield. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 28, Alabama 21.
A new set of downs after that completion.